Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into some really fascinating ideas, insights from maybe an unexpected place.
Hmm.
We're looking at someone who made a pretty radical choice, traded an elite education, IIT Bombay, they call it the MIT of India, to become a monk.
Wow, that's a big leap.
Huge.
Hmm.
So you have to wonder, what drives that? Such a profound, life-altering decision. And, what can we learn from that kind of thinking to, well, navigate our own busy lives, find a bit more peace, maybe some purpose?
It's a great question because monks really are the ultimate practitioners in training the mind. That's what they do.
Right.
They dedicate their lives to finding calm, purpose, building incredible inner resilience. I mean, they've mastered enduring temptation, handling anxiety, quieting that inner
The
critic.
ego. Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
building lives that are genuinely meaningful. So our mission today really is to sort of extract that timeless wisdom
Okay.
and show you how it's not just, possible, but actually really transformative to apply it right now in your modern life.
Absolutely. And the author of our source material, he talks about this moment, this first time hearing a monk speak, as falling in love.
Powerful.
Yeah. And this monk, he talked about selfless sacrifice and shared this, well, simple but incredibly powerful idea. Plant trees under whose shade we did not plan to sit.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it? It hit him hard. And I think it hits a lot of us searching for something more. So for this deep dive, we're going to explore this monk mindset through three core stages, a kind of progression.
Okay, what are they?
First, letting go, then growing, and finally giving. So get ready, because the insights we're about to share, they're really designed to feel personally tailored to your journey. So let's dive right into that first stage, letting go. This is where we hit a surprising truth about identity.
Okay.
We often think we know who we are, right? But this sociologist, Charles Horton Cooley, way back, he said something mind-blowing.
I am what I think you think I am.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I am what I think you think I am.
Yeah.
Our self-image, even our attempts to improve ourselves, they're often tied to what we imagine other people think. Like Maria in West Side Story. She only feels pretty after a boy says she is. It's all external validation. Powerful idea, isn't it?
It really is. And you see extremes of this. Like, think about an actor like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, yeah. Intense.
3 Oscars. But his prep, it's total immersion. For Gangs of New York, he actually trained as a butcher, spoke with an Irish accent all the time, on and off set, learned knife throwing.
Seriously. Wow.
It shows the lengths we can go to inhabit an identity. So it makes you ask, are we being ourselves? Or are we, performing a character we think others want? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
That's the core challenge, isn't it? The author talks about his own experience deciding to become a monk. His friends, his family, they thought he was, like, brainwashed.
You can imagine throwing away his life, probably.
Exactly. But for him, totally different. His finance jobs in London left him feeling hungry for dinner, like unfulfilled, searching. But every time he left the ashram, he thought, that was amazing, best time of my life. So he learned this powerful truth. Losing relationships is a risk worth bearing. Finding a way to keep them is a challenge worth taking on.
That's profound.
So for you listening, what relationships might be challenged if you really lived your most authentic life? It's a tough question.
It is. And to help us kind of grasp this uncovering process, a senior monk used this beautiful metaphor, the dusty mirror.
Okay, tell me more.
He said your identity is like a mirror, but it's covered in dust. And that dust, that's all the external stuff, expectations, pressures, your own fears, clouding your true reflection.
Right.
So clearing it, that's the work. In the Chaitanya tradition, there's an ancient Sanskrit term, seto darpana marjanam.
Marjanam. Okay.
It means cleansing the mirror of the heart. It's not always easy, clearing that dust, but it's essential to see yourself clearly. Monks focus on removing distractions, possessions, social media, sure, but mostly the internal noise. That's the real barrier.
Okay, so once you've cleared some dust, a big question comes up. Where do your values actually come from? Are they really yours?
Good question.
Or have you maybe just absorbed them unconsciously? From parents, media, teachers. The author suggests this exercise. List a value, like appearance. Then trace its origin, maybe media.
I see.
Or good grades, maybe from school, which for him, he realized, actually interfered with real learning. Subtle stuff, but it shapes us.
And you know what's incredibly revealing? Our daily choices, how we spend our time and money.
Oh, yeah. That's the real tell, isn't it?
Totally. We say we value health, but if we spend more on, say, wine than the gym, well, our actions speak louder.
It's a tough mirror, like you said.
It is, and research even shows people would rather get an electric shock than just sit alone with their thoughts. Shows how much we avoid stillness. So if you actually tracked your time and money for a week, would they line up with your stated values?
That's a real challenge. But this letting go process, it's not about, like, deprivation, is it?
No, not at all. It's natural. Think of leaves dropping in autumn, animals shedding skin for new growth.
Right. Makes sense.
It's about creating space, stillness, not just emptiness, but potential.
Okay, so once you filter out some noise, what's next?
Well, then you consciously invite the world back in, but on your terms. The key is to filter opinions, expectations, obligations, OEOs, let's call them, not just block everything out.
Filter, not block.
Yeah.
Okay.
And learn consciously from others. Identify qualities you genuinely admire in people. And here's the interesting part. Those admired qualities, they often reflect your own core value.
Ah, so you recognize what's already in you.
Exactly. And being around a community that reflects who you want to be, that helps hugely. Creates a supportive space for growth.
Speaking of influences, negativity is just so contagious, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. We're wired for social connection. That Solomon Asch experiment.
The conformity one.
Right.
Yeah.
75% of people give a wrong answer just because the group did. Groupthink. We see it all the time. But here's some great monk wisdom. Don't judge someone with a different disease.
Explain that.
It means everyone's learning, struggling. Don't judge their perceived sins any more than you judge their flu or a broken leg. Everyone's got something. So how much do you find yourself conforming to group negativity, maybe without even realizing?
Yeah, that's something to watch. How do you fight that?
Monks practice becoming an objective observer, stepping back emotionally from conflict, from negativity.
Like watching a movie instead of being in it.
Kind of, yeah. They teach that negativity is a trait, often coming from someone else's hurt, not their whole identity. The Dalai Lama's advice is simple but so powerful. If you can, help others. If you cannot do that, at least do not harm them.
Simple, but not easy.
Not easy, but trying to visualize yourself as that impartial witness, it creates crucial space, stops the reactivity.
There's a practical strategy too, right? The no complaining thing.
Yes. Try not to complain, compare, or criticize for a week. Keep a tally. It's not about being perfect straight away.
No, it's about awareness.
Exactly. The more aware you are, the freer you become. The author says real freedom isn't saying whatever you want.
Right, it's not feeling the need to say these things. I tried that once, the no complaining day. It was humbling. By lunchtime, I realized how much I do it.
Huh. It's eye-opening. And then there's forgiveness. Specifically, transformational forgiveness.
The highest form, you said.
That's right. Forgiving without needing an apology. It's not being weak. It's releasing your anger, your resentment, for your own peace.
Like Pema Chodron.
Exactly. She called her ex-husband, who caused her immense pain, one of her greatest teachers, after truly forgiving him. It's not condoning. It's letting go of the grip it has on you.
And that applies to ourselves, too. Self-forgiveness.
Absolutely. Realizing past mistakes mean you've learned, you've grown. So what pain could you release by forgiving someone else or yourself without expectation?
Heavy stuff. Okay, shifting from negativity to fear. Buddha said fear does not prevent death. It prevents life.
So true. Fear paralyzes, disconnects us from our abilities. Like Arjuna on the battlefield, dropping his bow. Terror.
Yeah.
And the author shares this really personal aha moment during meditation. He traced his deepest fear all the way back to, I'm afraid that I can't make my parents happy.
Wow. That's specific.
Yeah. It shows that understanding the root of the fear, digging deep instead of avoiding it, that's the key.
Yeah.
So think about your own deep fears. What are they really about underneath it all?
And sometimes challenges make us stronger, right? Like the Biosphere 2 trees.
Exactly. No wind, weak trees, stress, challenge. That's the wind that strengthens us. Think of Alex Honnold, the free solo climber.
Oh man, don't remind me.
But he practiced those terrifying moves until the fear was, in his words, just not scary anymore. So how might your fears actually be opportunities, disguised chances for growth?
Okay, so what's the monk cure for fear?
At its core, fear is about attachment, our need to own, to control things, people, outcomes. The cure, detachment.
Detachment. Sounds cold, maybe.
It's not coldness. It's shifting perspective. Instead of I am angry, it's I feel angry, separating the emotion from who you are.
Okay, I see.
Realizing everything, even our families, is borrowed. That doesn't lessen love. It can actually deepen gratitude for the present moment. Leads to soaring freedom, the author calls it.
So distinguish between useful and hurtful fears.
Right. Useful fears, they alert you to things you can change, bad habits, risks. Hurtful fears, about things you can't control, like loss. The wisdom is to turn hurtful fears into motivation. Fear losing loved ones. Spend quality time with them now. Don't just freeze.
That makes sense, like my friend who lost his job. Total panic at first.
Understandable.
But then he reframed it, realized he had this wealth of time with kids, time to find something better, seeing life as a continuous story, not just isolated events.
Yeah.
It helps find gratitude, even for the tough stuff, turns dread into opportunity. Okay, let's move into the second stage, growing, because letting go isn't the end, right?
Not at all. It clears the space for growth, for a purpose.
So in the ashram, monks rotate chores, cooking, cleaning cows, everything. Why?
The idea is to see all work as equally vital, like organs in a body. No task is better than another. But even doing that, natural talents, inclinations, they start to show themselves.
Okay. Like the scorpion story.
Exactly. The monk keeps saving the scorpion, gets stung every time. Why? Because to save it is my nature. That's dharma.
Dharma. So not just a job, but your inherent nature, your purpose.
Precisely. What you feel compelled and content to do, even when it's hard, your internal compass, less about what you do, more the spirit you bring to it. What's your inherent nature, your dharma?
The author had his own aha moment about this, right?
He did. Realized his dharma was studying, experimenting with knowledge, speaking. He got fascinated by communication theory, inspired by people like Jane Goodall who just lived their calling.
So it wasn't a career path he looked for?
No, it emerged from service. From feeling like he was being everything you are, not just what he thought he should be.
Interesting. Society tells us to fix our weaknesses, though.
Right. But the monk mindset suggests leaning into strengths, seeing weaknesses not as flaws, but maybe as someone else's gift, like Sister Joan Chittister said.
Someone else's gift? How so?
Our limits create space for others' talents, collaboration, interdependence. But important point, this doesn't mean ignoring compassion or kindness, or confusing inexperience with a real weakness. It's about finding your unique contribution.
Got it. Find where you shine, let others shine elsewhere. Like the author founding that club in college.
Yeah, the Think Out Loud Club. Using humor, making monk philosophy relevant. It just took off, grew to 100 people weekly. Clearly his dharma showing up.
And the Twickenham talk between a CEO and a rugby star.
Pivotal moment.
Yeah.
Just reminded himself, just be yourself. Didn't try to impress. And the audience, silent, rapt. That's authentic presence.
So how do we find this potential, the quadrants?
Right, the quadrants of potential. 1, good at love. 2, good at don't love. 3, not good at love. 4, not good at don't love.
And we aim for quadrant 1.
Ideally, yes. Good at it, love doing it. For quadrant 2 tasks, good at don't love, find meaning by linking them to goals or how they serve others.
What about 3? Things you love but aren't good at yet.
Dedicate time, even 10 minutes a day. Passion drives skill. It's about identifying your quadrant of potential for your whole life, not just work.
The source also mentioned Vedic personality types, varnas.
Yes. Creators, guides, leaders, makers. Crucially, this is not a caste system.
Right, important distinction.
It's a framework. Like organs in a body, all vital, none superior. Guides, like the author, focus on wisdom. Makers build. Leaders inspire. Creators innovate. Knowing your type helps you invest in strengths, find complementary people.
How do you test drive your dharma, then?
Simple questions after an activity. Did I enjoy the process? And did other people enjoy the result? Keep an activity journal, too. Track where you really thrive. Makes the discovery intentional.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. Routine, the Dalai Lama's morning thought. Fortunate to be alive, not going to waste it. Powerful.
Very. And contrast sharply with modern life, right? 85% use alarms, phones checked within a minute.
Yeah, jarring start to the day.
That sudden jump from sleep to info overload. Instant stress. The advice. Wake an hour earlier. Create TIME.
TIME, thankfulness, insight, meditation, exercise.
Exactly. And the evening routine matters too. Plan your first 3 tasks for the next morning, like Kevin O'Leary does. Simple start. Tackle priorities before chaos hits. Build that buffer zone.
I like that location has energy, time has memory idea, too.
Isn't that insightful? The monk practice. Look for a new stone on a familiar walk, Or the professor who never saw the fire extinguisher right by his office for 25 years.
Wow.
It highlights, we don't have a retention problem, we have an attention problem. This trains your brain to find novelty, delight in the everyday. So what new thing can you spot today on your usual route?
Good challenge. And the chew your drinks, drink your food thing.
Huh. Yeah, it's about doing familiar things with total awareness. Cultivates presence. Avoids selective presence, being physically somewhere, like vacation, but mentally checked out.
Fully engage. Makes sense. And focus. Multitasking is mostly a myth, right?
Pretty much. Only about 2% can truly do it. What we call multitasking is usually serial tasking,
Right.
rapid switching.
Which drains focus.
Totally. Leads to dopamine hangovers. That wired but empty feeling after endless scrolling. That's it. Immersive focus, deep work. Meditation feels better and is more productive. That's why those quick 5-minute meditations often fall flat. Mind needs time to settle.
So the mind itself, the source calls it a jungle.
Yeah, 70,000 thoughts a day. Swinging like monkeys branch to branch. That's from the Samyutta Nikaya, an old Buddhist text. Buddha said, the wise shape their minds. It's fundamental.
Like the Cherokee story, 2 wolves inside, good and bad.
Exactly. Which one wins?
The one you feed.
Right. Means being intentional, what you read, hear, who you hang with, where you put your energy. Consciously choosing what you cultivate, just being aware of that, game changer.
But our subconscious defaults to old patterns, doesn't it? Like an alarm on a holiday.
It does. The Joshua Bell experiment, world-class violinists in the subway ignored made $30. Shows how much we miss on autopilot. We have to actively reprogram those self-defeating thoughts. Conscious effort is needed.
How, though? How do you reprogram?
Practical reframing, I can't do this, becomes I can do this by, or I'm investing time to get better. Learn one new thing daily. Or repeat that samurai saying, make my mind my friend. Quiets the monkey mind.
What about austerities? Fasting, silence. Sounds tough.
They're like detachment boot camps. Strengthen the intellect, reveal inner capabilities you didn't know you had. The author meditated in extreme cold and heat.
Why?
To learn to redirect attention from the physical discomfort by talking to my mind builds focus, even amidst distraction. So what small austerity could you try? Maybe an hour off social media, a short, challenging exercise. Build that mental muscle.
Okay. And the biggest obstacle to all this growth? Often the ego, right?
Often, yes. The Sanskrit word vinayam, humility, modesty. The Bhagavad Gita distinguishes our real ego, our essence, from the false ego.
The paper armor.
Exactly. Crafted to look important, hide insecurity. It warns, pride of wealth destroys wealth. It's not who you are, but who you pretend to be.
Like Frank Abagnale Jr. Catch me if you can.
Perfect example. Used his talents selfishly, driven by false ego. After prison, same skills used honestly, helping the FBI. Healthy self-image comes from living your dharma for higher purposes, channeling your essence meaningfully.
Challenges entitlement, too. Nobody deserves a better seat in the theater of life.
Powerful statement. And why does it take tragedy, like the Pulse shooting, for us to see shared humanity instead of focusing on differences? Why wait for crisis?
Good question. And judgment backfires, like the Zen monks breaking silence by judging each other.
Classic story. That is the nature of judgment. It almost always backfires. Applies to institutions, too. Blockbuster rejecting Netflix. Institutional ego. We know best. Missed everything.
Ego isolates. The Roman general needing the reminder, remember, you are a man. Robert Downey Jr. saying he's just a person at home.
Oh, keeps you grounded. The firefly metaphor is great, too. In the dark, ego, the firefly thinks it's special. In the light of the universe, sees its smallness, finds true humility, connection.
How do monks practice humility? Washing toilets.
Yep, even the worst ones. Not punishment, but to free up mental space, fight the false ego, and that exercise. 2 things to remember, 2 to forget. Remember, bad done to others, good done for you. Forget, good done to others, bad done for you. Fosters humility and gratitude, shifts the focus.
The author's big realization after the ashram, all that training wasn't just for the ashram.
No, it was his exam for the louder, more complicated world. He realized, the quality is up to me. His comparison of ego versus self-esteem, it's a guide. Build confidence from within, not from outside approval.
And seeking feedback. Choose advisors wisely.
Yes. Competence, character, care, consistency. Not just anyone, not just one person.
Yeah.
And true greatness, like Kailash Satyarthi, the Nobel laureate. It's realizing how much more there is to do. Keeps you humble. Always learning, contributing.
Okay, final stage. Giving. Puma Chodron says, appreciate everything, even the ordinary.
Especially the ordinary. True gratitude, the author argues, isn't just nice, it's the world's most powerful drug. Releases dopamine, creates a virtuous cycle. You want more of it, it's proactive.
That ashram lesson about undeserved experiences is striking. Everyone wrote about bad things.
Every single one. Not one wrote about a good thing they didn't deserve. Shows how easily we miss the gifts, our privilege. Like the author seeing the girl without hands in India, a sudden deep awareness shift. Unlocks gratitude.
Just recognizing it is huge. Simple practices help.
Yeah.
Real gratitude.
Definitely. Especially knowing 1 in 9 people lack enough food. And reframing setbacks. Think Brian Acton, WhatsApp founder, rejected by Facebook, Twitter.
Before selling to Facebook for billions.
Right. His lesson. Don't judge the moment. There's more for me out there. A shift from victim to possibility.
How does the salt and water metaphor help with pain?
It's vivid, isn't it? Pain is constant, like salt. Small glass, limited perspective. Tastes bitter, overwhelming. Same salt in a lake. Expanded awareness. Diminishes, barely noticed. The lesson. Don't be the glass. Become the lake.
Easier said than done when you're hurting, though.
Incredibly hard. Maybe the first step is acknowledging the bitterness in the glass. No judgment. Then consciously ask, what wider perspective am I missing? Who else felt this? Just shifting focus even slightly starts expanding the container. Volunteering. That's an immediate perspective shift, instant gratitude boost.
Okay, relationships. The 4 types of trust.
Competence, character, care, consistency, the 4 C's. Do you really observe people in these areas? We often expect one person to be the complete package.
But only you can be your everything.
Exactly. That leads to the circle of love idea. Energy you give out, love, hate, kindness comes back. Not always from the same person, though. It's a flow.
So ask yourself, am I offering help as often as I ask for it?
Good question. And accept that your original family might not meet all needs. It's okay, even necessary, to make your own family. Seek diverse, nourishing connections.
The author's experience with celibacy is interesting. Deepened connections.
Yeah, allowed him to see friends for their souls. Cultivated solitude, chosen peace, not loneliness, which is painful. Big difference. Solitude is powerful, loneliness drains.
And keeping long-term love alive. Not recreating the honeymoon.
No, it's about creating more new memories. Find new in the old candlelit dinner at home. Or new ways to connect exciting activities, like in Arthur Aaron's studies. Shared growth, not stagnation.
And serving together strengthens bonds.
Immensely. Partner, community, doing charity events, building a school like in the ashram, aligns purpose, deepens connection meaningfully.
What about heartbreak? The spot unhealthy thought. Stop it. Swap it for a constructive one. Now that quote from Jetson Tenzin Palmo.
About grasping and clinging.
Yes. The grasping and clinging shows just attachment, which causes pain. True love is open-handed. Attachment is a clenched fist. Powerful. Healing advice. Feel everything. Explore the root with question meditation and wait to date again. Heal first. Invest in yourself. Okay, finally, service. Back to that quote. Plant trees under whose shade you do not plan to sit.
The ultimate service. The author's 30-day village mission started with fear, selfishness, ended with profound realization. Everyone can always give more, even those already dedicated to service.
This is seva. Selfless service.
The highest purpose for monks, consistent, intentional kindness. Small ways count, carrying extra food to give away. And surprisingly, studies show people with less often give more. It's mindset, not just money.
And service benefits the giver too, right? Not selfish.
Never selfish. It's mutual, inspires, teaches. Like the kids on retreats the author saw had little gave freely. Virtuous circle.
And you can serve within your dharma. You don't need to quit your job.
Absolutely. Musician. Serve with music. Coder. Serve with code. It's the spirit you bring. Infuse your work with purpose. Love and duty, the author says, lead to happiness more than just necessity. You can always find ways, even just asking someone, what's your favorite way of working, helps them find their potential.
Like Kailash Satyarthi, ending child labor.
Incredible example. His goal. The globalization of compassion. Seeing the world as one family. No, us and them. His advice. Serve the pain that you know best.
Match your service to your own struggles.
Exactly. Makes it personal, effective. You understand that pain.
Wow. Okay, we've covered a lot. Letting go, growing, giving, deep dive into the monk mindset. But the takeaway isn't perfection, is it?
Not at all. Remember, life is not going to go your way. You have to go your way and take life with you. It's about how you react, respond. It's dynamic, ongoing.
A practice.
An unending path. Like that story. Student wants enlightenment fast. Teacher says 20 years if you work hard. The rush itself showed he needed more study.
Right.
The Sanskrit word for monk, brahmacharya, means student and right use of energy. The monk mindset is regaining a student, always learning, always growing.
Like cutting your hair, mowing the lawn. Continuous.
Exactly. But the liberating part, the tools are already there. In your head, your heart, your hand, you have what you need.
So the final thought to leave people with.
To truly embody this mindset, remain a student, always learning, growing, giving, living that way, leaving people and places better, happier. That's a legacy far beyond status or stuff.
A legacy of impact.
Of compassion, of purpose. So the question for you is, how will you be remembered? What will you leave behind?